Here we have a solar cooker. This is on sunfire surrounded on. Same sunfire.
Okay, the key message that I would put forward and for young people of this country is to say they must acquire knowledge. They must read more, learn more, listen more, go to talks on climate change, and then take an action for climate change. And it's not only about the young people, it's about each and every citizen of the planet Earth.
Well, I'm a person, I don't really take note of these things, but now I know that I should recycle more. I should, when I take public transport more often, so there's not so much cars on the road, and I should be more careful of what I do that concerns the environment.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Esme Swartz. I work for the City of Cape Town. We are busy with an energy savings campaign, and I trust that this information that we're going to give to you now, you're going to not only internalize it, but you're going to take it home and you're going to use it, and you're going to help yourself to be have a greater awareness of your energy. All right?
I have learned mostly about how to save electricity and to help with climate changes and through life and to help our daily life. Here in South Africa is very at the critical stage.
What in air pollution is causing climate change? Anybody? Any ideas? No, not quite smoke, it's a gas. I'm looking for a couple of gases. We breathe it out. Carbon dioxide. Okay.
The reason why we're here today is because the climate change and COP17 is very important to everybody in South Africa, everybody in Africa, because we know that the poorest are actually going to be affected the most by climate change. And what we're trying to do is to be part of the whole process of sharing with the public what they could do to mitigate, if not adapt to what's going to happen if climate change does actually take place.
I learned to stop driving cars, and because it's polluting our air. The less we walk, the more we pollute our air. So let's start walking, not driving. All people who are watching this, just make sure you keep on doing what you do best by planting trees, and this is your pride.
So what exactly you bring to the human community?
How it changes nature and climate. It shows you other things that you can change. Just the climate change, we seem to observe the lightning surface to how to reduce the CO2 emissions.
Let's change the world!
We're beginning a drawing that's going to be travelling all the way up to Joburg, all the way up to Durban via Joburg with a climate train on its journey to COP17. This is a drawing that's going to be evolved all the way up, so at each station it's going to be unrolled and people are going to be invited to draw onto it, to paint into it, and then eventually it will be hung in Durban as a group sort of collective artwork. In the end it's going to reflect something of a kind of group consciousness, a group message, which we'll wait to see what that is.
Umyalezo wami kumbantwana balapha eSouth Africa ngifuna ubaxelela ukubana bangalahli izinto nje bangazoyi. Xa ulahla into yazi uba uyilahlela ntoni. Ngoba xa ulahla iphepha yazi uba iphepha uwesta umthi. Lo iphepha lenza ngalo.
As Kasatu, I think they should vigorously
go out and educate the people out there, because society doesn't just fight for workers but also fight out for the poor there, and the poor more so, that needs to know about climate change and how we can mitigate the situation, or the agreement for that matter, and adapt to the climate change.
We have the most incredible birthright. We have been born into the most spectacularly beautiful community of life that exists, as far as we know, in the universe. And we are in the process of so damaging it and ignoring the rules by which it operates, that we will exclude not only ourselves but also many other species.
We're really excited about the fact that the wonderful climate train is parked on the platform and is about to embark on this ambitious outreach, mobilization, getting the nation involved in this national conversation on climate change. But we want South African voices to be heard in Durban, in that conversation. We want to carry those voices of people who are always underrepresented and who hardly ever have a chance, or who will not have a chance to go to Durban, to at least have the climate train facilitate this conversation with them, to hear their voices, and to carry those messages to Durban. And for us, very importantly, to go beyond COP17.
Welcome to the launch of the climate train. This evening, this world project starts an epic journey tonight around the country. In Dalo Yetu, the South African Environmental Agency, in collaboration with the British Council and COPART, with the support of the Department of Environmental Affairs, PRASA, the Embassy of the Republic of Germany, and Lotto, have joined forces to make the climate train a reality.
We declare the climate train officially launched.
Yeah.